What does the Bermuda Triangle, a dunked woman, a bunch of cannons, an onion, and a guy in a cave who is dressed like this all have in common? Well, it's something that is full of mystery, history, and has the weirdest car ever, the island of Bermuda. Stay with Soren until the end of this Travel by Dart episode to discover amazing things to do in Bermuda, the truth behind Bermuda Triangle mystery, and, very important, to put your name in for a free hotel room if you decide to visit the island.
It's beautiful, and it's yours. The island is yours when you arrive here. You can find your own private beach, you can jump on a boat and find your own sunset, and people are super nice and super friendly. I mean, why wouldn't you come here?
My name is Soren Mihailovic and I'm the co-producer of a show called Travel by Dart, which actually turned into my lifestyle. In every episode I throw a dart at the world map and travel wherever it lands. Singapore has become one of my favorite cities of all time. It's very inspiring, very vibrant, very energetic. But time has come today to throw another dart at the world map and go wherever it lands. We're at a very special place called Hotel Jen Taglin by Shangri-La. It is a very interesting boutique hotel that, let's just say, has an unusual interior and is worth checking it out if you go to Singapore. But without further ado, I'm gonna throw the dart at the map. We have Kristin here, my help for today. Spinning the map I always carry with me. So let's do it, Kristin. Oh, what is it? What is it? That is in between US and Caribbean somewhere, middle of the ocean. I'm gonna take the dart out. Looks like the closest landmass is Bermuda. Hey, super location. This is like a dream come true, so let's not waste any time and go. I arrived in Bermuda and what do I find? Everything pink. Pink houses, pink buses, pink beaches, pink hotels, pink trucks, pink food. Wait. Pink appetizers, pink main courses, and pink desserts, then pink corporate buildings, pink beach clubs, and pink clothes. This actually is my friend Elliot, who decided to join me on my trip and try as much as he could to feel like a local. We stayed at Grotto Bay, a place like you'll never see anywhere. It has a couple of enigmatic caves right under your room, one of them being a luxury spot. But we're gonna talk about this later, as I'm throwing the dart at the world map at the end of this episode, right in one of these caves. But first, let me take you for a ride around the island. What can you drive if you go to Bermuda?
They're electric cars. So the beautiful thing about these cars is they're produced by Renault, they're made in Spain, and then we're shipped into Bermuda. They have the ability to get between 60 to 80 kilometers on one single charge, which gives tourists or gives people the opportunity to see the island in a fun way and be green at the same time.
So I'm gonna get this for a few days here in Bermuda. I'm so excited to try it out.
The chances of you being on a dead battery are quite rare, especially if you're going through our Oasis charge points to charge up.
Let's go!
While the speed limit in Bermuda is 35k, these cars can do a little bit more than 35k, but if you stick between 40 to 45k is like the sweet spot.
Well, I don't know what Jerome was talking about, because when I tried to keep up with the guys ahead of me thinking I'm doing the speed limit, this happened. Driving the Twizy took me to the city of St. George's. Now, I have a question for you. Have you ever in your life been asked to dunk a woman in the ocean? Well, in St. George's happens twice a week. Wednesdays and Saturdays to be exact. Yeah, I did it. It is an impressive reenactment of an old colonial law and punishment, and you could be part of it.
This is how women were punished in the 1600s. We have a story in our archives of a gentleman. He stole a cow, he milked the cow, he gave the milk to a young lady to drink. She drank milk. He was punished in the stocks for stealing the cow, and she was punished in the water because she should have known better than drinking stolen milk.
She was nagging her husband as well.
In this particular case, my offense was I am a gossip and a nag. So I then would have been put out on for public humiliation and public embarrassment, and I would have been punished out in the water.
Last opportunity! Duck her now! Let it go! Sir! Gentlemen all, international group of duckers I have here.
The poor lady got dunked about 7 times, and I really got to experience what a jerk back in the day would feel like.
Duck her again!
Getting wet felt like a good idea though, so what we decided to do was some jet skiing in the Bermuda Triangle, thanks to Bermuda Tourism Authority and KS Water Sports. The moment has come.
From here we left from Hamilton Princess. We're going to cruise around. I'm going to show you the entire western side of the island. We're going to keep cruising around, show you along the shoreline, show you some nice $1 million homes. From there, we're going to make our way to Somerset Bridge, the world's smallest drawbridge. And eventually, we're going to end up in the Bermuda Triangle. We're going to show you a shipwreck. You'll see hundreds of fish swarm around your jet ski. Yeah, this is Somerset Bridge. This is the world's smallest drawbridge. Now, what makes the world's smallest drawbridge is that little square piece missing from the very top. Only about 1 foot wide, just big enough for the mast of a sailboat to pass through. The bridge used to open up hundreds of times a year, but unfortunately little kids used to pull pranks, opening and closing the bridge, causing trouble for traffic. So now, we only open up the bridge 1 time a year, just to maintain record smallest drawbridge.
From there, we went to one of the most famous and controversial places in the world.
You're in the Bermuda Triangle, right now.
Look at this fish. Look at them right now. Woo! There you go, boys and girls.
In the Bermuda Triangle. It doesn't start from the entire island, just our most western point. It goes from there to San Juan, Puerto Rico, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and right back.
Since around 200 ships sunk around the island, I decided to jump in to take a look as well.
So when you look at behind me here, this is the HMS Vixen. You see a sunken ship. The ship was sunk here deliberately in 1896. But before that, her whole purpose was to get close to enemy ships and hit them with her powerful nose, her bow, that piece there, causing them to sink. Now, unfortunately, her problem, she was way too slow. She only did a maximum speed of 8 miles an hour. There's other boats, such as sailboats, were doing 10 to 12 at the time. So really, she couldn't hit anything. So the British decided to bring her to Bermuda, where she was used as a floating prison. But unfortunately, 3 short months after having her, she caught fire. Once again, useless.
This is just one of the sinking stories, but is a good representation of the truth about the Bermuda Triangle mystery. While many people attribute the disappearances to the paranormal activities, the ships sank for many good realistic reasons: compass variations, human error, violent weather, and so on. But here is another good explanation.
Now, out here you have Gibbs Hill Lighthouse. That's one of the major causes of Bermuda's 100 plus shipwrecks we have around the island. Now, back in the 17th and 18th century, ships would see that lighthouse. Beam light goes at least 20 miles offshore. Ships would see that light, head straight for it. They'd be so relieved they finally found land. Now, unfortunately, they'd run into one of our many reefs we have around the island. So it's a curse and a blessing at the same time.
There are definitely people who are afraid of the triangle. To us, the triangle adds a little something to Bermuda. It's not something to be afraid of. The triangle alludes to the fact that there's a little bit of mystique and a little something that's intriguing and mysterious about Bermuda. I guess the thing that people need to know is it's not dangerous at all.
Well, you've heard it from the man himself. And before I let you know about the freebies I have for you if you go to Bermuda, I want to take you to my favorite spot on the island. The Commissioner's House at the Royal Naval Dockyard packs the whole history of Bermuda. As a direct result of the independence of the English-American colonies in 1783, Bermuda was identified as a strategic location for a naval base. Once home to the civilian Commissioner of Dockyard, Commissioner's House was built in the 1920s and is the world's first prefabricated cast iron residential building. Left derelict in the 1950s, the house went through a 20-year award-winning restoration. The whole Royal Naval Dockyard is a piece of art, is worth visiting. Everyone heard of the Bermuda shorts, but do you actually know the real story? Why are they called Bermuda shorts and how they came into the fashion?
There was an old Navy ad and they had Bermuda shorts dancing across the TV. And they were below the knee, they had large pockets on the side, and that's not Bermuda shorts. Bermuda short is a dress short that we wear formally with long socks and a blazer. They're not Bermuda shorts, they're cargo shorts, or whatever you want to call them, or capri pants. So I decided to make my own product and kind of do it right.
Tabs, which stands for the authentic Bermuda shorts, is the only designer and manufacturer of these products on the island. So I'm gonna try some authentic Bermuda shorts. Rebecca gave me a pair to try it out. If I like it, I get it. I like it already anyway. So let me show it.
So the Bermuda shorts, well, started back in 1914 when a tea house owner, I think his name is Nathaniel Coxon, he hemmed his employees' trousers to become shorts because it was too hot to wear it in the hot tea room. And then this, during World War I, this admiral came in to the tea room, saw this look and thought, that looks pretty good, and adopted the style for the military. So it's a good start. But your socks, I'm not quite sure what you've done there. Then as we move into, I think, the 1930s, we started adding the socks as well, and the kind of overall style became much more mainstream, with even red cards being given out if your shorts were too short. And now it's really a Bermudian staple, and businessmen wear it every day. This is how you wear a traditional Bermuda short. You have the short in whatever color you like, the brighter the better. You then pair that with your navy socks, which come just below the knee. You have your navy blazer as well, which complements the socks. And then your tie should also bring out the colors of your shorts.
Yeah, I probably didn't qualify this time, but there is always hope. Let's go for lunch. That's right, we're gonna talk about Bermudian food.
We are at a restaurant called Wahoo, and today we're going to order the fish chowder, one of the most popular dishes in Bermuda. And the wise woman just told me, she said, if you order fish chowder anywhere, make sure they bring you two particular condiments, black rum and pepper vinegar. So if they don't bring it to you because you're a foreigner, then that's not the authentic fish chowder. So I'm actually curious to see if that happens.
This is sorry pepper, it's a little spicy. You can put a few dashes. And this is Bermuda black rum, good for flavor.
So they did bring it. Let's try the rum. Alright, so it should be a good fish chowder. What else? We're also told to go to a place called Hog Penny.
Besides that is the first establishment open in Hamilton. Hog Penny is also the original inspiration for Cheers Bar in Boston. For the past 14 years, it's been winning the best restaurant and pub in Bermuda. Our food is very traditional British food. The most popular dish we have here in Bermuda is the chicken pot pie, and we are famous for it. Everybody comes to try it.
We did try it too, was great, and we moved to the next location. So we're going to a place that is called Swizzle Inn, and it's a place in Bermuda that actually takes longer to get back than to get there. Whatever that means, we'll find out in a second. Oh, that's what it was, a philosopher's advice. Besides having great food, Swizzle Inn has an intriguing, unique interior. It is one of the oldest restaurants in Bermuda and is worth visiting as well. Now, I can't close this segment without showing you the national drink of Bermuda.
This is the mixed one, but originally this is how you do it. I'll show you how you do the cocktail. Do it like this. You first put the ginger beer and make it like a cloud. So you call it dark and storm, you see? Okay? The cocktail is dark and storm. That's the original one.
Now, I don't know what your name is, but would you mind if someone would call you an onion?
Bermudians are proud to be onions. Bermuda has always been a community and a society that has survived in spite of the odds. And prospered. So, you know, for an island of 60,000 people in the middle of an ocean on 21 square miles of rock, we've always found a way to survive. And, you know, in the 20th and 21st century, that's been tourism and international business. But in the 19th century, it was farming. And so we tried all sorts of things. We tried cotton, didn't work. We tried tobacco, didn't work. We found what did, and it was Easter lilies and onions. So what many people think of as a spring onion used to be called a Bermuda onion and was only grown here until early in the 20th century.
So after these onions from Bermuda Tourism Authority invited us for one last lunch at Lorenat Pink Beach, where I had a chimichurri wrapped skirt steak, we headed back to our hotel Grotto Bay, where I got ready to throw another dart at the world map to see where I'm going next from this beautiful island. I decided to set up the map for the dart throw in one of the caves.
No time to waste on the things that I don't have. A toss of the dart and we're off, my bags are packed. Oh, wherever it lands, wherever I will be. It's not just adventure, it's my destiny.
I even dressed myself as a true, authentic Bermudian with no tie and Bermuda pants and crazy socks because I love this country. It's been amazing. I'm in one of the coolest places in the world. A cave that's not just a cave, it's a spa cave. So people come here to get beauty treatments. This is right under our hotel. And today I'm just gonna throw another dart at the world map because I threw the darts indoors, outdoors. I threw the darts on a pirate ship, but I never did it underground, so that's why I'm so excited about it.
Life's what you make it, so why not make it bright? Follow your heart, travel by dart. Oh, life's what you make it, so why not make it bright? Follow your heart, travel by dart. Oh.
Let's see what happens. I'm ready to do it right now. And I'm just gonna throw a dart. The map is right there. I'm not gonna even look because it's not rotating. And I'm just... Oh. After a couple of throws that didn't even hit the map, I finally did it. Oh, something. Alright, so it seems like it's in between US and Portugal. And I think I'm going to Portugal. It's a new country and just gonna go to Portugal. I'm very excited. I'm working on my Portuguese. Don't know too much yet, but I'm so pumped. So let's do it. I'm off to Portugal, but I have something for you. Go to my blog and put your name in for some great freebies in Bermuda, including a hotel room and a Twizy to drive. And now, here is what else you can do on the island.